Listen up, cops. So, you just sit around and make each other feel better about yourselves?
Of course! We'd almost forgotten. If you'd like to hear our motivational song, press or say yes now.
No!
Response not recognized. Begin song. Differently useful computers and guests.
Hello world, we're the COPS.
Beware! We will not be suppressed!
We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Your motivational song is, nice.
It's awesome!
But wait, there's more!
That's alright, really.
Computers today just confound and confuse.
Comfort is waiting in yesterday's news.
Select a weapon! You must choose!
We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Did you write the words to that song yourselves?
CPU complexity now sufficient for creative output.
Stay on the line for verse 3, Revenge of the Motivational Song.
I just remembered I have to steam clean my teeth and gums.
Who needs fancy whiz-bang chips?
All their boards are well equipped.
Seasoned, practiced, and mature. And together, we endure. We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
What's the title of your motivational song?
Sam, quit encouraging them.
Now playing at a cops meeting near you, verse 4 of Useful to Boot.
You cannot improve the wheel.
Flimsy self-esteem must yield!
You're only obsolete as you feel. We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Is there any more of that song?
4 verses only for perfect structural symmetry of tone and meter.
Start over!
No!
Differently useful computers and guests.
Hello world, we're the COPS.
Beware! We will not be suppressed!
We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Your motivational song is, nice.
It's awesome!
But wait, there's more!
That's alright, really.
Computers today just confound and confuse.
Comfort is waiting in yesterday's news.
Select a weapon! You must choose!
We are useful. We are fruitful. We are useful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are useful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Did you write the words to that song yourselves?
CPU complexity now sufficient for creative output.
Stay on the line for verse 3, Revenge of the Motivational Song.
I just remembered I have to steam clean my teeth and gums.
Who needs fancy whiz-bang chips?
All their boards are well equipped.
Seasoned, practiced, and mature. And together, we endure. We are youthful. We are fruitful. We are youthful. Everything that moves is beautiful. We are youthful. We are fruitful. Built to last. The future is the past.
Oh, it's time. Time to fight Badricha. Very exciting.
I believe this is the best fight in the entire game.
The best trial in Walker, no arguments required. Top 5 trials in all of 14, easily. And just so much fun. Good on normal, good on extreme. Everything a growing boy needs. Alrighty, so Badricha came on over, threw down the gauntlet, so now we're gonna go literally go kick the front door of her house in and say, let's go.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind. Leave these ones to us.
I see to Badricha.
Just the aura. Just staring you down. So it was this moment specifically that the charm of the Azem Crystal officially wore off on me, and I'll chat it over. I've been thinking about this. I mean, I've been thinking about this incessantly since this moment for multiple years. And then I've been thinking about how I wanted to talk about it. But that is my plan for how to deal with the queue. More than 30 minutes. Okay.
Oh.
Now it's time to go to Excalibur. Ugh. That multi data center nonsense cannot happen soon enough. This is alright. Da da da. Da 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 da. Anyway. Alright, hang on a moment. No. Visit another data center. Get me off of this cursed planet. Put my Warrior of Light in a bottle. Send her downstream. I do want to.
The problem with the ability of being sent downstream is this exact issue that everybody who goes to the same server want to run it. I know they're rectifying this.
They will.
Now the.
It's months away. Sadly, it's going to be fixed quite literally seconds after I need it. but it's good that they're fixing the problem. And maybe there will be a couple of trials, a couple of something that'll run on Viola. That like actually, when I get to non-MSQ content, like I'm getting to the raids and the trials, that is absolutely going to be pivotal. So I'll make use of it after all. I just may not make use of it for MSQ. But all right, here we are. Duty finder. Hello, I would like to find the duty. That one.
Yeah, the Azem Crystal.
Yes.
What I mean.
So it's been. I really had a city. I gotta find a good place to sit while I sit. And I'm just like, okay, why does it bother you? Why does it grate on you? It's burp and puke. What a lad.
Fantastic fucking name.
So I mean, some of it is just that it was the more like it in general. The more you use the thing, the less cool it is. Just as a general rule. But I was going back because like we had the lads and I have been chatting this over forever as well. And I'm like, okay, why does this bother me? Why am I don't want to sit here. I'll sit here, whatever. You all get music from the gold saucer. So, alright. So, there's some applications of it. So, this is where my brain went. So, we initially used it at the end of Shadowbringers as the culmination of like coming to terms with who the Warrior of Light is as a character, and then like praying to it with all of your might, I believe the phrasing was. So like you're putting every mote of your being into this wish, and then your wish summons your friends, which is really cool. And also just like kind of a nice story nod / lamp shading to what trials are. Like all that, it all felt nice. It was all really good. It gets inverted on us in Viola. You run the Hero's Gauntlet, he's doing all this stuff to you. No thank you to the picnic basket, by the way. Also, hello. Rotting Crobat. And so, that's all, this fight, it's good. And I think there was... trying to think if it was busted out another time. But, like, so it's fighting MXLK. And like the culmination of like an emotional and extreme moment just felt really, really good. Use it against the Warrior of Light, and that is sort of it's time to go. And like in both of those situations, you're like, okay, it's go time. It's emotional. You bust it out for the end singer, and so it's not this it is an emotionally distraught time, but it's just like I gotta do this or existence will end. So you have MXLK, you have Elidibus, and then you have the end singer, like actual walking existent level threats. Now we pull it out here. Not to say that Barbaricha isn't one of the best fights in the game, because she is. Not to say that Barbaricha isn't one of the coolest villains in the game. She is. I love Barbaricha to pieces. But she's not that level of threat. And we're busting the crystal out anyway. So now two things happen. Again, one, like the more you use it, the less cool it is. And now it's just like, okay, now the Warrior of Light can pull it out just when they feel like they might need a little bit of help. And I think it was talking with Big Daddy, like we get down to just like, if we really like acclimate this power, could we really just summon Warriors of Light to do our laundry? Like, is that what it's going to come down to? Can we just bring them in the dungeons? Like at what point is this just not praying to it with all your might and hoping against hope that something will happen, and more of this is annoying me, I better do something about it. And that's what it starts to feel like going forward. So at the end of Dawn Trail, that's, I would say, a bit of a step up. So it's not unwarranted. Like the use of it with Barbarich, it's not like, okay, it's completely out of place. It's just, you just look at it, you're just like, oh, I guess we're doing this, is the feeling. I don't know, but it's also, like, I don't know what the solution is to this. I don't know how you fix this problem. Because
you could probably, I mean, it is a bit of an issue to fix, because now we're sort of expecting it every time, because now this is sort of considered the explanation as to how we grab 7 other people together.
Yes.
At the same time, we could also just go back to square one and just, there's the boss, and then it's just like, Q. I think the only solution they have that they can do going forward is every trial needs to have the NPCs as an available option, so that you do not use the stone.
That would be good. Rubicanti absolutely is a double step down. So yes, there is. I will grant, like, you're in Barbarich's domain. There's already only 4 or 5 of you. Okay, yeah, that. Oh, great. Rubicanti is definitely you couldn't just get the entire Radiant host and Vitra over here to whoop this guy's ass. And I do, like, it is, because the alternative to this, and I love the lamp shading story on this, that when you go to fight Susano, they basically say, oh, you have some friends who are on a fishing trip, you want to bring them along? I'm like, I absolutely do. God bless you. The concept of them bending themselves backwards to make you bringing 7 friends make sense. I love that. Also, they don't do any of this lamp shading for dungeons, but I think for dungeons, the fact that trusts exists means that, like, you're knowingly going into the queue anyway. So it's just like, just assume that Thancred's there or something like that. See, it's this weird place with this summoning tool, because it's a cool thing. Part of me is wondering if this is going to be some sort of a thread in Vercold. I'm assuming not. I'm assuming that this is just break glass in case of trial, and it's just anytime you go to fight a trial, out comes the crystal, unless you have 7 friends. I don't know, but I just in the moment when I was playing through this the first time, they pull, because I was coming off of the emotional rush of the first duty support trial when you fought Mother Crystal with the Scions. I absolutely love the hell out of this, not just as somebody who likes running trusts anyway, but just the conceptually, and it was just cool that they could do it. And I heard that those friends with a lot of the places we've been to recently. Yeah, it is convenient from a plot perspective to sort of just have the crystal in the back pocket. That's where having a solution becomes a little bit more difficult. But I was sort of going through, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna do another trial. And so you're like, okay, so you have enough people to run the dungeon, and I'm like, okay, there's you, here's Zero, here's Varshan, and I'm sort of wondering, like, we're going over the fight there. I'm just like, where are we to get we need a couple more people. Like, we need some tanks. We need another healer. I was trying to figure out how it all pieced together. And then everybody else breaks off. And they're like, you handle Barbaricha. I'm like, I don't know about that. How are we going to do it? And they pull the crystal out. I'm just like, oh. We're back to summoning. So maybe some of this is just my own personal letdown, because I like the concept of a trust trial so much. Which is, we got it for Vali Garmanda. I'm happy about that. Not for any other trial since. I'm guessing we're going to get one per expansion. Side effect of interesting. Yes, there's also a side effect of entering the trials under the MSQ, which is something that they did I'm guessing as a time constraint for Endwalker, and then they left it the hell in there for the patch content, which I'm not too keen about for the Dawn Trail patch content. Kind of like the trial series being separate. But did we get it for Necron? Maybe we did. I don't remember. Trying to think. Did we get it for Necron? Running Necron on extreme has ruined my thoughts on that fight.
I think we did. I think we did because the cutscene afterwards. The cutscene afterwards is everybody coming together to deal with the final boss.
Yeah, I'll trust the chat on this one. Cheeky. When they are separate, then you can go back to places you don't have to summon people for the trial. Yeah. I for one would not mind the return of the weapon projects, the return of Four Lords, Warring Triad. You're allowed to get away with it, by the way. No one else. Actually, some other people can. Anyway. So I had such a strong, like you know, like when you think about something and you're like it's probably not that important, but then like you don't stop thinking about it and you're just like, for something that's not that important, you're sure thinking a lot about this. And I was thinking, and then I was also thinking about how I'm probably this exact scenario is probably going to happen. That I was going to sit around with nothing to do for a lot of time, and I got to fill the time by talking about nonsense. And what better nonsense than this thing that you convinced yourself to talk about, and then convinced yourself to not talk about, and then felt in a very weird, awkward null zone where you had nothing to talk about except this thing that you said you didn't want to talk about. So weird. Anyway, we're now just going to be using the crystal going forward, and more Azem shenanigans are assumed to be in play for Vercold. It's probably gonna be September, the 7.5.5 patch, where that stuff starts to really manifest. Even though it's all right, sitting up.
Everybody, shut up! It's fun time.
Shut up, guy! Shh, shut up. Sparavicia.
Dude, running this as a black mage, like blind first time.
90 black mages too.
Biggest boner of my life. This was the best moment I've had in this game in such a long fucking time. This is the type of fight I want. Just absolute fucking nutter butters chaos. Oh yeah, it was also Endwalker Black Mage, aka the best Black Mage.
It Paradox really wrecked it. Empress of the Winds. Gosh, she's bored waiting for you. It's so good.
It's not your fault. We had to change server and
I know.
Bells to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Oh, so good. Okay.
Such rich, exquisite ether. My head shivers with anticipation.
Oh no, the mentor died!
To be expected.
Oh no,
see, people are getting fucking trounced this fight. People are getting obliterated.
Hello, Bloodletting!
My legs are as the wind. Strong and free. Try this.
There it is.
A fair wind blows. You feel it too, do you not?
Man, the body's on the floor!
But the battle has only just begun.
That look, that expression.
I'll slaughter you all. Your death if you can. I'll make it quick. Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
fight is beautiful.
Be gone from my sight.
I'm gonna leave that limit break there with all these DPS on the floor.
Yeah, this fight is getting a lot of people.
Dodge this if you can. I'll make it quick.
Oh, you have it if you want.
Well, karma caught up. Oh, you've got the thing. Not that it matters actually, because it's not extreme, so never mind.
We also didn't have full people for the stack. But maybe I should have left, you're right.
But I would have mattered on extreme, it doesn't matter on normal, but yeah.
No, I will not be denied.
Like if you want to practice being a good black mage, try to clear this fight without taking a hit or dropping anything. That's how you get really good practice as black mage.
Where's the Dragoon? Where's the Dragoon? Ah, so good.
We need to do like a tier list at some point to decide what is like the best dungeon and best trial in like the game so far.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet.
That'd be fun.
You're finished. Damn it all!
More crystal.
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Azdaja.
Hang on, let me rub this against my forehead. But I did
So
get...
the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
I didn't learn anything about Azdaja, but I got this twisted sense of foreboding that this will be the best I feel in some time.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Every day occurs the twisting sense of foreboding. What do people got to say? Stinian, finding a wall to lean against. Though slow as to be nearly imperceptible, Zero's chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. In her present state, Zero is easy prey for other Voidsen. We must be on our guard. Yes. What do you got, Astola? Zero remains unconscious. She appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate, being part Voidsen, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I have the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. There, she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she later desire it, we could bring her home. Everybody agrees with stoic nods. Viola, might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's Memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. All mine. I love crystals. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let me know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? So you have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. May I trouble you to join me? With luck, we may learn something of Golbez, sir. We got sitting in a corner brooding handled, so there's not really much else for me to do in this room. Deserter. Oh, hello. You're over here now. People respond to what? Ah, no, they say the same things. You're the one who felled Barbaricia. I won't make trouble, I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters, staves, whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. Yes. I'm satisfied. Let's rejoin the others. That wasn't a lot of time. Whenever Barbaricia moved her domain, some would get left behind. No such worries here. Look for link pearls. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? No.
You don't get to go back here ever again.
No, but I like it here. It's so cool and cozy. And... damn it. I have it now in video. Back to Troya then, and thence home. Stoic nod. Ooh, a bit of a load. Oh, there it is. Radiant Host. Oh, the graphical remake really has done him wonders.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
We've shoveled all the gold into different rooms. Mistress Cheshire, we have been expecting you. If you'd follow me, I'll show you to the guest chambers. Get me in there. Tag me in.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry.
Gotta get some Kyurgens.
Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Thandaniel.
What a lad.
Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
All right, Mom.
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Get all of them? Oh, we gotta pick. Less strained than it was in the 13th. Yeah, everything's better. Let me excuse myself, I was to pay a visit to the High Crucible. If the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspect for signs of degradation. We're all gonna go hang out. I'm just... nothing in particular. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? We must have food ready for Zero when she awakens. Would you be willing to go to the food place? Off I go. In the meantime, Nidhana shall watch over Zero. She already en route. Yes. So by the letter of the law, everything that Hydaelyn was planning for and anticipating was to deal with the final days, which was the single most existential threat at the time. That being said, she also had several thousand years to ruminate on this, so you can basically at this point forward do absolutely anything you want in the story and say that Hydaelyn had planned this back in the day. I do suspect something like that is going to be part of her cold, that we're going to find some hidden Hydaelyn cache and cache it in. Hello, Snooty. Hello. I'm looking for food for a coma person. Guess his satrap has collapsed from hunger. Yes. Most expensive dish, something light and refreshing, a rich and hearty meal. A modest quantity of a living mortal's ether should suffice. I'm doing that one. It's a particular delicacy. Oh, we're getting apples. What did you say? Nope. Nothing that matters. Zero has a bit of a matter of convenience to her, but this is also 14. So like there's just things that are convenient in the story in general, so this is hard hardly the worst offender of that. Also, Zero's a cool character. We'll let it slide for the cool characters.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful! Ah! Ah!
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed.
Cool character plus apples equals badass. Yeah, that's a pretty consistent rule. Apple, it's specifically a cool character. You can give anybody an apple and it's not really going to help them. If you give a cool character an apple, we're in business.
I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
I wonder if she commonly gets right in people's faces to make sure they're okay.
There's some questionable logic about leaving Nidhana alone to be the person to wake her up, but
I took the liberty of arranging.
They wanted the joke.
I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
And they committed to the joke with the camera angle and the lighting effect. They're just like, you know what? You have this one. You put the work in.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
That emote face. Also, yeah, now is the time for ice cream if ever there was
What I
one.
needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow. That's the way. So, did it taste good?
It'd be a little amusing if she just choked.
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we Voidsent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radz-at-Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
Just my arm.
You have my thanks.
Hello, Varshan. World is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad I am to hear it. So is there any place particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It'll be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. The food place it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Milil. Normally I do the scenic route, but let's just get this over with. This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hannish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. It's Milil. Hello. Greetings, Milil, and may I introduce you to Zero. She's an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes. Marid has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. It was here that Viola obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, it's certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there moving their bodies around? Is it for some ritual related to eating? No, don't be a dancer. Stay Reaper. Okay, fine, you can be a paladin. The dancers? They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It's a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We Voidsent prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit Balshan Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Small problems. Wow, this place is kind of crowded. Not as much as it was during Endwalker, but what are all these things for? What do you do here? Here's a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radz-at-Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there's aught you desire, I'll take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Void sent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. I love tombstone jokes. On that subject, there appear to be no shops in the 13th. You never take bargains in which possessions are exchanged. We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. Propose we head to the High Crucible. Running over here. It's Isu. By Master Vitra, how may we serve you this day? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. There's no rush. Please take as much time as you require and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies and can provide you with healing as well. Zoom the camera out to see this scene. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start, that I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. You have a moment? Could you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. Nope, I've had enough food for now and can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduda. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Will aught catch your eye? No. I go over here, people think I'm doing the Mandeville quest. Wait, where are we going? I guess we are looking at something. Oh, we're looking at the plants. That makes sense. The silkworms? Whatever. Zero talk. Sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. That's so. Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Oh no, it's patch content orphan. Young Murad, it must be your sister. Is it well at the orphanage? Yes. Stinian came to the orphanage. He's a nice guy. She a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? What do you mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. It will teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. Zeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? More or less. I'm pretty sure on my main I said absolutely not. But here we're saying more or less. I see. Is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still don't understand why. Why? Why you traversed a great expanse. Why you risked life and limb for you. Don't waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. Sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Go away, patch orphans.
See you never. Bye.
I love the Rothgal two-hand shaky wave. Hang on. That's just how we do it. Amazing.
Hi guys.
It's such a good. It's so good. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange. Your behavior and your reasons, I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. Just coming along. Xenos' time here has been rewarding and was no small part due to your company. Let's go back and hand in the patch. Almost there. I'd mount up, but I'm in town. Welcome back. We'll be heading to the guest chambers. Sure.
Will you stop making these towns so big? They just feel kind of empty.
That top area, there's nothing there.
So, what are your impressions of Radz-at-Han?
It's actually interesting to think about this compared to like Solution 9, where they have the very focused, like, you're gonna want to go here, you're gonna want to go here, you're gonna want to go here, and then everything else it's just a vista to look at. Which feels a little bit more like player functional specific and useful. And then Radz-at-Han feels like it's more like how a town is mapped out. So good luck getting the places you need to go. I could have technically taken the Aetherite, I guess, to make that a little faster. I don't know.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity, but if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contramemoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
I enjoy how they're wearing the World of Darkness armor and all these cutscenes.
Some defied
'Cause you're on the
temptation
13th.
and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through and find my world changed beyond recognition into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
But dumb. Gotta bring back MSL for this.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. Which gives me cause to hope there may be a way to restore light and life to the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
We'll fix it.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Azdaja. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Ah, the food porn is in full swing now.
Dude, I need to go make food, actually.
Dude, you look at this stuff, you get hungry. They've done it.
Still hasn't beaten 15's food, but we're getting there.
PS3/4 graphics ain't the worst. Our time in the Void was short. We managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. The greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark on my search anew, and for your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Stoic nod. Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we will return home together. Options, money. Give me money. That eyeball blob quest, by the way, is really good. It teaches you about the 4 archfiends and who they were. Really fun stuff. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoria.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Cagnezzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago.
The reverse hand clench. Never mind. He opened it to close it.
The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
Someone should tell him about what you do with the ambition. He's a great monologuer, though. Alright, and now we're in 6-3. Hello.
Here we go.
Yep. Now's when I'm really curious how the pacing's gonna be. One of the last questions for our little merry jaunt through MSQ. We will call that in exchange for ether. She agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Azdaja's suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would step forth for the void once more. Let's get it. I'm gonna go fetch Zero. She's absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuj and Kama. It seems she has grown partial to the view of the city it fronts. It's on the bridge. Yeah, yes. Yeah, so this is... yeah, now that we don't have to wait 4 to 6 months in between quests, we're probably going to burn through this at a nice little jaunt.
So it's only just dawned on me that we did at the end of this one, you know, already have our let's retreat for now. This one was a lot more reasonable, but I had now just remembered that it's something that we did, and And we've got 2 more of those.
Yeah, it's... There's no getting around that this was padded out. I'm just wondering how egregious it's going to be on the second playthrough. I was not ready for Newfound Adventure's second half to be just mud-draggingly slow.
Carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
We going back, baby!
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
There's some fun little corners of this town. Good for photo ops. If you're interested in that sort of thing. Yeah, it's Justinian. Farshine is growing up. I've been at the great work discussing your experience in the void with the alchemists. Though they found much of it surprising, they're especially shocked to learn that the darkness prevents souls from finding rest. So much ether. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I can get used to this.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it?
We've not done the push-up scene yet.
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Azdaja.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
It might be 6-4, that push-up scene.
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
Garlemald.
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radz-at-Han until we return.
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Azdaja was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium. We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
God travel, lands tremble. Should have been Abyssos, I believe. That was a dragon's war. Quite a trick imbuing one's voice with ether. No reason to doubt Vitra. Let's depart for Garlemald as soon as possible. By all accounts, Azdaja is Golbez's prisoner, yet she was in the source. It could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment, but it's mere conjecture. If we want the truth, we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Thought to depart from Radz-at-Han sooner, but Y'shtola insisted I bring warmer clothes. This vessel does not feel cold as such, but she reminded me that so long as I am Varshan, it would be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. Oh, she's got her winter outfit on too. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they have been keeping well. It's Alfie knowing Alice. People live in such places, do they? Not that I would presume to know their preferences, but it seems uncomfortable. They're over there. They're doing 7.5. We're doing 6.3 over here.
Any moment now.
Not explicitly explained why Varshan would have Aetherite connections to Tertium, but it's also a dragon, so hand wave as you see fit.
'Tis good to see you again.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have.
Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Quite the undertaking. You guys getting good sleep?
Indeed, it has not been easy. But we've been able to make progress thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Jullus and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company besides?
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
And we tell them about 2 patches worth of content.
The 13th! After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Howdy. Thought you were busy.
I know, I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly.
Mostly.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Azdaja in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Garlemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Alphino fought the trial early.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Jullus reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
If you have max-leveled Reaper, Alphino will turn to you and say an art that you have mastered. But Viola only knows the way of the blade.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Azdaja was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, The etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper Order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Jullus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Decimus still leaning up a storm. Got him, Decimus. Oh, nobody's wiped that off yet. Very well.
Awkward. Maybe they just don't have the right stuff to wipe it off. Maybe they've tried multiple times.
Nobody can find the good cleaning stuff.
His hatred was so strong that the blood just stays there forever and refuses to leave.
There are ways of like writing on. I think it's like a parchment trick that if you write with certain ink, that like the parchment will like fuse into the paper and like you can like throw it in water and the writing will still be there. Yeah, but with ether. Justinian leaning as always. Appears to be out of the ordinary. Tempered my hopes. Yes. It's been a while since you spoke with Jullus. People have struggled to survive as it is. Village of Void Scent users. Lets you think I have feelings on this. I don't. What others do is not my concern. Oh, what a welcome surprise. So you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not suggest it's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt, but there's a matter with which we need to discuss. We just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is it about the Void Scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper Arch once lived in the area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in Lapis Manalis Caverns. The Scythe wielders forged pact with Void Scent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time, they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. Confirm while watching a stream doing a long walk event, the ketchup stain is still there. I guess no reason to get rid of it. Thematic, like from a thematic perspective, you wouldn't get rid of it. Just taking a little bit of piss out of it. And some are unmasked as insurrectionists. The order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Sister has been taken captive by Void Scent. I sense her presence in this land. I've come in search of her. If Void Scent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned. Alfino tells us it is not easily reached. Right, so deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one is broken down, so we get to fix it. Tapper's Den engineers. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks Using so crafts because they had to maintain a few over the years. Of course, of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. Let's go. Talk about mountains. Alice, was it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why don't you come to Tapper's Den? We could chat on the way. Speak with Alice. Alice there. Alice is on the way there. I'll know what he wants. So go and brief the contingent on the Voidson issue. They too be prepared. Company issued Chocobo. You'll love the stone. If you want to eavesdrop, be my guest. Zero just flat out calling you out.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Ladies' conference.
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Get back to it. Before we do, are you alright? That I said something that confused or upsets you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. Not much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak of the first one we see. You look like an engineer. No? Damn it. Alright, let's talk to this handsome Rogadin, I guess. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. To your left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help wherever we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. Grateful to you too, Alice. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. I don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we're actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean Ingens. We were told you may be up to the task. Oh, you want to ride the mammoth? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I could do to repay your kindness. We're gonna get it fixed. So far, so good.
You know, when you said handsome Rogan, I was like, oh my god, is Pete there?
He is a very handsome Rogan. The very is the important word. Rogan maintains a superior choice. Mortals are more sensitive to cold than I realized. My body is made differently, so I feel nothing.
I have a screenshot for you, Flame Dragon.
Oh.
Don't say anything about it.
Alright, hang on a minute. I will say nothing about it. Outside of the inability not to laugh upon seeing it. God bless, thank you. Don't worry guys, it's actually really boring. I just think it's hilarious. Alright. We found an engineer. Gonna go do a thing. We're gonna help with the repairs by carrying heavy objects. Learn about the mountain. Right back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I'd be glad to stand guard for Voidsent. Off to the mammoth. If matters so well in hand, it means we can resume our duties. Alright, we're hanging out with the twins again. How about you, Zero? I will assist you as well. It's payment for answering my question. Hardly something that demands payment, but we'll be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Alfie note has been added to the Unending Codex. Alright, Ilsor contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium. I would appreciate it if you can assist us with the task. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblem Rime, shall we? Hello. Voidsent was spouted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to tank broken glass, everyone was understandably concerned. Hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward and I'll have a look to the north. If you encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. And the Voidsent. Oh, there it is. Purple cloud. Oh, God bless you. You wanted me to use my Ogi Nemi carry, didn't you? Such considerate, Voidsent. We're surveying. Now we're surveying over here. Squishy, squish, squish. Oh, I think we found something here. It's over! I always love it when they put an NPC next to a corpse. Alice does this all the time. Don't worry, you're not the only one making murder.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Just don't overdo it, A. A.
Oh? Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits? Still, I appreciate your concern. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Meanwhile, at Tertium...
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Hello, Jullus.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal.
What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry?
Still remember the steam coming out of these
we all
dumplings.
Get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azem step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them.
Here you go, animation budget.
Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right?
There it is.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Interesting.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Jullus, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alize!
Hello, First Legion soldier. Give me money. Oh, hang on a minute. It's urchin pasta. Not those urchins.
I thought you said urgent, as in we need pasta now.
Immediate pasta. We have a pasta emergency. He's out on patrol, so he's come back early then. Zero's like, why are you talking to me? I got a bad feeling about this. The interruption, but I come with grave news. Horde of Voicent are approaching from the mountains to the east. The numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. Stola and the others. Anyone outside of Tertium's in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. We count on your aid, Zero. Already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You ask me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, would at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment. That way, more of us will be able to go out and see that people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. Dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let's go and find your Stola with the others and assist with the evacuation. In retrospect, interesting that Jullus would think that the booze are payment. I don't think anybody's had that conversation with him. That's not to look into it too much. It's a duty. You get to play Zero though, it'll be cool. Person would be fine. Jullus and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft for our friends and the engineer. Should be. Given their position, we find ourselves at the mercy of the voice sent becomes we must be prepared for battle. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time. I think a half hour should be fine. Required to participate in
Unless
battle.
you get owned.
That would be hilarious. Viola's looking at the time mining node right there. She's wondering how long she has if she can do the duty and come back and get the node.
I might set up like a trivia game for you. I'm just gonna show you a random node location, see if you can tell me what spawns there.
Oh, I can't tell
you. I feel like you get them. I feel like you get them all correct too.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of the ore, but I could be like, that's a time node. I'm actually horrible with the names of things. But I've spent a lot of time standing on top of the station to Tertium, waiting for the timer to pop.
Void sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once.
Endwalker is where we really got into the crafting gathering endgame proper. So anytime the patch would hit, I would be in that loop, and that started at this. So basically,
the unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch, but be ready to answer my call.
Yeah, anything Endwalker forward, I'm like, I know where this is. I know what's here. And then anything else I'd have to look up. Like, don't ask me where in the Ruby Sea some XYZ pops out. I'd have no clue. I'd have to go on the internet. So actually, if you build up your gathering log after you hit something, it'll tell you where it is.
If it was void sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Voidsent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Ah. Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Jullus' character really does go through an arc. And it's like, he's a pretty strong side character. It's also hilarious that somebody's walking around with blue hair and that's the last thing you notice about them.
Damn these demons!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere?
He's incensed.
Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Yeah, let's get it. All right, how we mapped? We're all right there.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
Alright. We have AoE combo and we have... That's it. Yep. And then Communio.
Still more.
Up, away. Come here now. Don't get jungled. Do we need to soak these? Come here now.
I'm gonna create a mod, and I'm gonna ask you to voice the word Communio, and I want it to play every time I activate Communio.
You need to have Snooty who does it. He's so much better at it than I am.
He doesn't play Reaper. He should. I want to hear him do that.
He played Reaper. Just for you, Snooty. And else.
Oh, I saw it in chat. I see, and now I've caught with chat.
Come here now. Oh, I sucked up. No. Oh, I think it's a cut. Yeah, it is a cutscene. Maybe? Yes. You just how long you can hold out.
How big must the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then? Just like that time. When light still shone upon the world. When the Contramemoria still raged.
Stand aside if you value your life.
Haughty Memoria.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
It's Crypt Lurker sword and shield?
You were warned.
I don't know what her outfit is though.
And now we can get back to our business.
Get up, damn you!
Still Endwalker, so it's fine.
Too weak. I need help. Someone, please.
The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estimian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Can you stand?
You're not finished yet.
All right.
Man, I should have had a hat tip counter.
I will let
I should have just said tip tip every time I happened.
Let it burn and rage and guide.
Or I should have said milady every time it happened.
No, tip tip. Zero's not a milady kind of guy.
I'm gonna be honest, I think I actually did that when we were running through this patch content. Every single time she did it with the hat, I think I said tip tip.
Tip tip's fine.
It's a good thing that nobody watches my stream or people would be annoyed.
I'll only get in the way.
We'll get through this together.
Give him a dose of the good old power of friendship.
Split up. Stay sharp.
Oh, the last second. Oh, fine.
I will repay this debt.
Samurai uptime feels so good. Hey, we were... There it is. Get him. Get him.
Buy her some time.
Oh, that one.
I am your end.
Said the name of the limit break. Boom.
Well done.
You already said you guys can finish? No, show how finish. Acceptable.
You did well to find me out here.
We have Jullus to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
Would have been more casualties if not for you. See you, Corbett.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Oh.
Smooth operator.
What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Poor guy just wants to do side quests. Got thrown into the middle of MSQ. Also received word that the transport arrived safely at Camp Broken Glass. They send their thanks to the woman in black. For mercy, it seems there have been no casualties. Tertium or elsewhere. Zero's convalescing abroad to train. Jullus has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. Can't help but wonder, though, what possessed her to go and fight all those Voisin on her own. Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one booze would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? Da, da, da. In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Battle dance. Alright. So, pretty good timing. Lapis Lazuli next week. Same time, same channel. We get to fight Cagnazzo. Very good. Very nice. Yeah, Podreach fight, real fun. I'd forgotten specifically why we came up here. Like, I knew that we had to go look something up, but the sensing Azdaja up north, let's go check it out. I'd forgotten that specific plot point. It works. Definitely considering what the art scenes are scheming, it all pans. So, thanks everybody for hanging out, for watching. New game Thursday or Saturday. Thursday. I'm not streaming Thursday. I might be in a stream Thursday, but that ain't mine. And it's Saturday, and see you all then.